today, I'm gonna be trying food from all 7 continents, including Antarctica, because I live in the global melting pot of New York City, one of the only places on Earth where it's even remotely possible to attempt this. And I'll be crowning one continent the winner, starting in Asia, with Indian food in the basement of a Hindu temple. I invited my friend Greg along, a New York food tour guide, because I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Walking into the basement, I'll admit, I was nervous. Wasn't even sure this place was open to the public.
Not gonna lie, Greg, I feel a little awkward walking into a Hindu temple. I'm Jewish, you're Christian. I feel like there's a joke somewhere to be made here. It's definitely a Hindu temple. You see a shrine already, and it looks like a very local crowd.
It is, yeah, it's like a cafeteria vibe here. So I know what to get, I know what I like to order. See, they have a weekday menu. Weekends, they have even more stuff here. It's actually much more crowded here on the weekends.
All right, temple canteen refund policy. No refund. Oh my gosh. It looks like a foot-long sub from Subway minus the everything. It's just like the exterior.
Wow, we're about to scarf down these massive dosas. I'm already questioning if we can really eat 7 continents in one day.
Greg, I'm not gonna lie, I have not had too many dosas in my day.
So we got here the paper dosa. You can actually crack it like this.
Okay.
Rip pieces off, and you have here the sambar. It's like a veggie broth, and then coconut chutney. So the best thing to do is dip it in all of it.
It's thin, it's crunchy, and it just soaks up all of these sauces. Coconut chutney, got a little firepower to it.
Even by itself is delicious.
Everything here is vegetarian, right?
It is. This is actually made with rice and lentil. So it's fermented as well, so it has a bit of that sourdough kind of tang to it.
We are so spoiled living in this city. We probably had 25 or 30 country options easily for Asia. We're gonna get a little bit creative later on for Antarctica. Stay tuned, it's gonna get chilly. But let's heat things up. I wanna try this one. All right, I'm gonna do what you said, dip it, every single sauce. Feeling the spices, feeling the flavors.
The thing is, with masala dosa, actually means there's potato inside. So it's gonna get a little bit heavier and more filling as we go.
Spicy, savory, ooh, with a little sauce. It's just right.
Honestly, I wanted to stay and order every dosa on the menu, but we've got 6 continents left. Asia kicks off the rankings as number 1. For North America, we're going inside a corner store which hides what could be one of the best Mexican eateries in New York City. I felt like we were in the wrong spot. A seafood restaurant hidden in here?
This is the kind of speakeasy I can get behind, okay? Where is it? That's it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
La Esquina del Camarón, a spot known for its shrimp and octopus cocktails, if you can find it, of course.
Please get 1 medium cocktail de camarón.
The lady behind the counter, super nice, and I just got the feeling that the shrimp cocktail would be special.
We've got tons of little shrimp here with avocado, onion, some cilantro, cocktail sauce.
It's a secret sauce they make here. It's a secret red sauce. You can also make it spicy.
Oh, I think we're gonna add some Valentina separately. As someone who is married to a Mexican woman, I know all about Valentina and its great abilities to make food taste better. We have to comment on the vibe here. We are sitting in the back of this smoke shop. There's a single table here and just a lady behind the counter slinging this seafood.
This place is really iconic here in Jackson Heights. They've been here a while. It was definitely a secret for a long time. It's not really the best kept secret anymore.
You know, I was a little concerned because it's like 15 bucks for this medium, but you can easily share this with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Little Valentina, salsa picante, extra hot. Why not, right?
I'm doing it with that, sure.
All right, bon appetit. Let's do it. It's got this tangy, sweet flavor, and then with a Valentina, a little bit más picante. It's definitely sweeter, you would say, than like your typical shrimp cocktail.
I think for this, especially someone like me, I'm kind of mixed on this this dish. It's actually not my favorite thing to order here. I think you do need the hot sauce, because it's quite sweet. But they will say it's very refreshing. It's nice and cool. The seafood they use here is always very fresh. Something you can always rely on here.
Greg asked for a drink, so I passed it to him. Through the bodega wall, of course.
Greg, here you go.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, we're going from North America, South America. Vamos, vamos.
North America hops onto the board in 2nd place. Can South America break through to the top?
We've got the only Bolivian restaurant in all of New York City, Bolivian Llama Party, and that could be the best name for any spot in this video.
Definitely.
I wanted to order what they were most famous for, since Bolivian food is almost impossible to find here. I spotted a rubber chicken on the counter. If that's not a sign we're in the right place, I don't know what is.
What happens if I squeeze this? Someone, please, please. Even though it feels like we're traveling internationally right now within New York, if you actually do have an international trip planned, the sponsor for today's video, UBG, is gonna save you a lot of money. UBG is an app that lets you get eSIM data in over 200 destinations, not just countries. For example, if you're visiting Germany, France, and Belgium, one plan can keep you connected throughout your trip. You avoid surprise roaming charges, saving up to 90% compared to your local carrier. And there's no commitment. Download the app now. It could come in handy if you don't have Wi-Fi or data on your phone during your next trip. You just never know. The eSIM activates when you land as long as you've already set it up and selected it as your data source, which makes it ideal for prepping in advance and traveling stress-free. You can also share your connection with other devices or fellow travelers. No extra setup needed. Use promo code JOHNBARR to get a 10% discount. See the link down below in the description. UBG is an absolute game changer whenever you're traveling, want to save money on those roaming charges.
We ordered their signature, the salteña. Wait a minute, what is a salteña, you ask?
We've got salteñas, which have been described as an empanada meets a soup dumpling. I love looking at these things because they're actually hand braided. Every single one of these is braided like somebody's hair.
I've had these before. I remember they said, because it's quite soupy inside, you gotta shake it up so it's more distributed.
Oh, this is fun, man. You've done this before, I've had this before. You gotta bite the top off first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, let's do it.
So crispy. Check out the inside here. This is where the stew is. All the veggies, the meat.
Got a bit of sweetness to the dough. That's what I always found interesting about this. This green sauce is liquid gold though.
It started to rain and the YouTube gods clearly wanted us to suffer a little.
I'm telling you, man, rain is a secret ingredient. Greg is on his path right now. He doesn't care about the rain.
The green sauce really gives that nice herbal flavor, a lot of cilantro. I could just drink this stuff.
I need some more in my life.
Just enough of a kick, not overly so, but really that herbal flavor to complement the rich stew.
This is the only spot in all of New York City where you can find this, which is shocking because you could find anything in New York, it seems like, in high quantity. We're getting poured on right now, and we're not moving.
That's how good these are.
I think Greg is setting the world record for fastest salteña eating. Like, this guy could be in a salteña eating contest. He might win. What do we got for the drinks? This is the Bolivian option.
It was called chirimoya, so it's also guanabana. It's a great tropical fruit. It's got a white color. Very interesting flavor. It's hard to even describe it, but it's one of my favorite tropical fruits.
That was a Bolivian llama party, all right. In my mouth. Dun-dun-dun. I think it's time for Africa. About that time to fly there, let's go.
South America hops into second place on our list, and it's time to see what Africa has cooking.
One of the toughest cuisines to find in New York for Africa is Algeria. We've got Algerian food here with a twist. They have a very New York item.
Have pizza here. Algerian pizza.
I've never even heard of that. We're gonna check it out.
Merguez and Frites may be the smallest restaurant on this list, but it's also one of the boldest.
This looks like regular pizza to me. What kind of pizza is it? Can we do a 2 and 2?
That's Algerian soda over there, yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you get that one, I'll get this one. There's also Algerian too?
This is Selecto. It smells like cough syrup. It looks like they didn't want to get sued by Pepsi, so they just picked some random name. This is the sort of drink where you have one sip, you're like, it tastes like sugar cane a lot, and I just keep sipping it, and I can't stop. I don't think I've been more curious to try something in a while. You want to try the meat, and I'll do the cheese?
Yeah, let's do
We'll
that.
alternate. They said it's on a flatbread. This is extremely thin. Let's see what the experience is like. This tastes like a nice appetizer I would get at an Italian restaurant. It gives me more Italian and less New York style pizza vibes.
This one, it's okay. It doesn't really have flavors that pop out too much. This beef, cheese, there's an olive here on the side. Nothing really stands out on this one as much.
You're more excited for this?
Yes.
Jump back in, tell me what you think. What does it remind you of?
I like this one, but I like a lot of tomatoey base, a little bit of parsley on top. I like this because it's a very fresh taste. I don't think this even has cheese on it. I think it's just tomato, parsley, a little olive oil.
Let me try the meat one. I know you're not the biggest fan.
Yeah.
Chunky, meaty slice. I think I like this one better.
Interesting, okay.
It's interesting to see how other countries adapt foods that you're so used to, right? It's not even pizza, it's just like a burger. Look how Latin America does burgers versus US. There is definitely cheese on it.
Oh yeah.
It's a little thicker too.
It is.
Yeah, I'm going contrarian here. We've already eaten our way around half the world. And if you enjoy eating around the world, you're visiting New York, Greg's street food tour is one of the best things you could do for yourself. Join him on one of his tours, put in the QR code right here, you won't regret it.
Hey, come join. I'd love to have you on the tour. See you there.
Greg had to leave for a tour, so with Africa moving into fourth place, I'm flying solo all the way to Europe.
This is random even for this channel. All
NYC is the name of a soccer team, I think. This is the least restaurant-looking restaurant I've ever seen in New York. I'm about to walk into a Croatian restaurant with no signage and no permission to film. I brought along my friend Ian, who's from the region, in case things get shady. Inside, total curveball. It felt like your Croatian grandfather's basement bar. I loved it immediately. We walked down the stairs. Hi, how are you? I hope you don't mind if we film for our YouTube channel. Is that cool?
Yes, that would be great. Welcome. Everything is homemade pasta rolled with our veal meat sauce, and then we have fish.
Delicious.
Come in and sit down.
All right, Ian, what are your first impressions of this spot? How accurate is this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like looking at the menu over here, and down to a little bit of wear and tear. It's kind of like they brought it straight over from the old country. Over here is the least authentic thing about this place. It's vegetarian, which is basically not something you'll ever be able to get anywhere in the Balkans. It's all going to be like grilled up and meaty.
I mean, what do you recommend? Like, what would be the most authentic Croatian thing for us?
I think it's best leave it up to the chef and let her just bring out some food for you.
This is gonna be crazy.
Getting hungry
It's gonna be a
already.
lot of food. Oh man, what a day.
Moments later, a guy walked in with an accordion and just started playing loudly like we were about to toast someone's retirement.
You ordered something I didn't recognize. What is this?
So this is Pilinkovac, and this is basically like a Croatian Jaeger, and it has a beautiful 4 Ps. 4 Ps are Pilinkovac petkom poslije posla, which is Pilinkovac on Fridays after work.
How do you cheer in Croatian?
Živjeli.
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 Ooh.
It's a spot, right?
That's strong though.
Then came the appetizers. Not a dish, not even two. The entire seafood section of the kitchen hit our table. I was seriously wondering how we were gonna eat this much.
They are taking care of us in here. Look what happens when you bring a camera places.
We accidentally crashed someone's 65th birthday party, which explains why the drinks kept flowing and why everyone seemed so okay with us being there.
What's your opinion of the seafood?
That's amazing.
The entrees came out looking like your fictional Croatian grandma had just stormed the kitchen. Heavy, homemade, and heartwarming.
This is a Croatian feast. You were saying that veal is one of the most important dishes in Croatia, right?
Yeah. Veal, lamb as well. The sauce is super legit.
Everything's so hearty, it's so
You can taste
filling.
the paprika in there too, right? I love paprika, so.
Croatian pasta with veal. Feel the love from the chef. Tastes homemade to me.
Well, she said every one of them is hand rolled
Yeah.
and pinched together individually. So there's a lot of love, a lot of work that goes into it.
So what did you think? Did this live up to your expectations?
I think it was pretty perfect. Yeah, same. Down the wine, had a big party of people and a giant table behind us. Guy playing the accordion. Only thing that's missing in this place, Adriatic Sea. Everything else is ringing endorsement.
At that point, all I wanted was a nap, but with Antarctica and Australia still ahead, sleep was off the menu. For the combination of hidden gem, great food, and crashing a festive birthday party, Europe is the new top-ranked continent. And we're heading down under for our next continent, Australia. Old Mate's Pub only opened a few months ago, and they're already calling it New York's real Aussie embassy.
This place is absolutely packed. This is what a pub in Australia probably would feel like. They even have, I think, Australian rules football on the TV or rugby. This place opened a few months ago and it has been a hit. This does not look like a pub that is trying to be Australian. There's no Crocodile Dundee. There's no alligators on the walls. This is authentic Australian pub and apparently authentic Australian pub food.
The waitress was from Australia and helped me pick their most iconic dish.
Is chicken parma, is that like the most Australian pub food to get? Like what would be like the...
So there's a bit of controversy with the name Parma. In some states they call it a palmy and in other states they call it a parma.
Would that be very Australian, a meat pie?
Yes.
One meat pie?
All the chips have chicken salt, which is another Australian.
What's it called?
Chicken salt.
Got the meat pie here. I think I've had this before in the UK. I've had chicken pot pie before. This is like beef pot pie. It's very like soupy in the middle. It's this minced meat stew here. We have the famous chicken parma. I've seen this at Italian restaurants in New York, New Jersey, but I've never seen it served with French fries before. I never would have thought that something like this would work well at a pub, but paired with a beer, that hits.
Chicken parma, it's like your Italian-American grandma suddenly forgot about pasta and had a craving for fries instead.
Also, she said that there was some special stuff on the French fries. They were called chicken fries, I think she said.
Chicken salt.
Chicken salt. What is it exactly? Do you know?
It's like chicken broth and salt and they make it in house.
Okay. By the way, I've heard Australian accents at almost every table, and like every employee here is Australian, 100%.
Every country in the world needs a pub like this. Unapologetically authentic, even if I still can't tell the difference between rugby and Aussie rules football on the TVs. Australia jumps to 5th place with just one more continent to go. How the heck am I actually going to eat in Antarctica?
All right, it is time to walk into Antarctica. We're gonna get it done somehow.
So, how do you eat in Antarctica without going broke? Simple. We got a literal freezer inside a supermarket to take things to a level never before seen on this channel.
All right, here's what we've decided to do. I wanted to know, what would somebody in Antarctica eat? And I'm thinking a scientist who's on an expedition out into the wilderness of Antarctica would eat what's called a meal ready to eat, an MRE. This is for like people who are survivalists, okay? So we're gonna make this chicken burrito bowl and we're gonna freeze. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if I want to do this.
Since we'd been walking around NYC all day, I didn't have a jacket, but had to commit to Antarctica. So I walked in with just a short sleeve shirt at -3 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's so cold. I have to make this MRE before I freeze to death. The stakes are pretty high. I'm the last person you want in any kind of survival situation because I will probably die. Oh, I can't even talk.
Did I know how to heat this MRE up? No. Was I losing feeling in my fingers? Yes.
Supposed to put this in here.
All the way around. It should be on top of the white thing.
Thankfully, our cameraman James coached me before I became a frozen YouTuber popsicle.
All right, got that. Now we have to pour water in. Is the water frozen? Not yet. Okay, now what? Oh, it's heating up, look.
Don't spill it.
Don't spill it? How about don't freeze to death? I think I might have gotten it. This thing's heating up, look at that. We're starting a timer of 10 minutes. My hand is actually like burning with this MRE right now. It feels like Antarctica. I have to say, we hit Antarctica perfectly, nail on the head. I can't even think, I can't even talk, it's so cold. My thoughts aren't working.
10 agonizing minutes later, the burrito bowl was ready.
I think there should be a new series putting me into like survival situations and seeing what happens. All right, chicken burrito bowl. They even put a spoon in here. This should be delicious, guys.
The moment of truth, will this MRE vacuum sealed over 2 years ago taste better than Chipotle?
You know what? It's not as horrible as I expected. I mean, it's bad, but it has some flavor. Like the spices, like look, you can even see the spices, they stayed on for a few years. That's impressive technology. If the world was coming to an end and I had to eat something, this is better than dollar pizza.
I survived Antarctica, but that MRE puts them last on the list. Next time I'll eat one of their juicy sliders upstairs where it's warm. And Europe wins the day as the continent to beat.
If you enjoyed eating around the world, in this video, we only eat street food for 50 hours. Plenty of amazing international choices. Watch this next.